Good one. Hey, it is 7:01 on Thursday, March 14th, 2024. And this is Boogie with the Bull Thursday Night Live. We were supposed to have Robert Angel Little with us tonight, who has a fascinating story about growing up in Romania, which is even more fascinating when he comes to the United States. And I'm not sure. Technology might have had a problem with it, but we did send him the links. We talked to him, we communicated, and if things happen and we get him in, we will bring him in tonight. And if we don't, I promise you, we will get him on in the future.
Right.
I promise. So, Jenn, the homeschooling mom history lesson tonight is going to be how many times there were technical issues on the Boogie with the Bull broadcast and what was supposed to happen didn't happen. Take it away, Jenn.
Right. I don't really know, but it's been quite a few, and it just seems to happen that way. So we just roll with the punches.
That's
And
right.
I was so excited to hear about this because we're like related, twice removed. It's only through blood or marriage, not blood. Pardon me. I guess they say once removed or twice removed. It
You're
depends on
related to Robert?
no to
Oh, okay.
Romanians.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No,
Okay.
my husband's wife is married to a Romanian, and so his
Oh,
whole
okay.
family kind of melted into our family, and it's just wonderful. The family gatherings are amazing when we get invited, but it's a really good story, and I love talking to the old people who. Hi, William Grant. I love talking to the old people in the Romanian family because they live right here in Idaho, and their whole backyard looks like the old country. I mean, they're like
Ooh.
reliving the Romania before it was communist. And then I wanted to hear the story by Robert when they took their country back because it was so encouraging as to what we're trying to do right now in the United States. And we will. And
We
they
will.
did.
I
Theirs
promise we will.
ended. Yeah, we will. It's just a work in progress.
It is.
But besides that, what do you have to say, Dave?
What do I have to say? I am apologizing with my foot in my face because I actually took the easy road today. I have to apologize because I knew that Jenn was going to do the interview. That kind of meant that I only had to have a few things in my head in case something happened, and I had to save the moment. So if anyone that is normally on our Boogie with the Bull panels is out there and wants to come into the live chat, and I'll send you a link, and you can join us, and we'll salvage.
Yeah, well, this is interesting. I did put up this meme to our patriotic groups today. It wasn't really a meme, it was just a quote of somebody saying, stop saying that the school system is broken because it's the same as saying that big pharma is broken. They're meant to be like that. And I thought, really? And so I just kind of left it out there like, let's take our country back. Let's fix this. And I like to fix the education thing by offering a homeschool as as an alternative and how you can legally do this by going to what is it, HSLDA, Homeschool Legal Defense. They used to be attorneys, now they're associates. I don't know why, but every state in the union has an HSLDA advocate. So you can contact the person who you can go to for your homeschooling legal needs. They're all lawyers and it's fantastic. But it's sad to see that these two big things in our country are stacked against us. They're purposely like falling apart and broken because they were designed to do that. Who would do that? And why would they want to do that? Are they trying to make us a communist country? What do you think, Dave?
I have a hard time with wrapping my head around the idea that big pharma it is the way they are today because they weren't meant to be how we wanted them to be. And I don't know if I believe, even like you said, I don't know if I believe that they were never really had any idea of wanting to help us. And that's because I watch video after video some days where they say, watch this short video, and now if you start eating these herbs and this herb and that herb, and you avoid aspartame and you avoid the butter flavor in microwave popcorn, or when you go to the movies, that chemical, if you avoid that and you do this and you do that, you might clear your brain, and before you know it, you might even be driving a limousine again. No.
Oh, that's funny.
But, and I get to wishful thinking, and then I'll talk to my sister, who is a big holistic health person. That's what she went to school for. And she'll say, some of that, okay, some of it, not okay. So it's like, I want to believe that the Department of Education was charged with making sure we got the right education to be able to, at some point, leave the nest or stay in the nest, but, move up to being the adults and the people who hold the world in the palm of our hands and take care of it. And now we don't. So I don't know what the answer is, other than
just to throw this out there. You know who the American educational system was started by was the Rothschilds, and they're the same folks. Was it the Rockefellers? I think it was the Rothschilds. No, I don't. I think it was the Rothschilds. I don't know.
Rockefeller, Rothschild, somebody with an R last name.
That is a big part of the World Economic Forum, WEF. Okay. And I'm like, these are the guys who want to control the whole entire world. By that meme that I love so much, Dave.
There's a black cat behind you.
I know, as long as it didn't cross my path. Behind me is okay, in front of me is not. But anyhow, it's called a tuxedo cat. It is the smartest cat in the world. Yeah. I mean, it fetches. We didn't even teach it to do that. We were throwing a little toy down the stairs, thinking, okay, cats, go down there. Good night. He went down there, grabbed it, and brought it back up. And we're like, oh my God, he wants to play fetch. But they're very smart. Anyhow, back to the WEF. I swear, they want to run the world. They're the ones that cause all the catastrophes. They're like, let's have, what was the last thing I said? The water crisis. And before that, now it's going to be a food crisis. And I'm like, stop it. They're just messing up the whole supply chain, because they know if you can feed them, you control them. So who really wants that? Who wants to do that? We have like too many cats. I'm telling you, I don't want more.
Hold on. Randy Rhodes, you're watching. Randy Rhodes, you're watching. Randy Rhodes, come on with us. I'll send you a link right now. I promise we'll be gentle. We'll have a good time. There were some technical issues that our guest for this evening didn't make it. So give me a second, Randy. I won't yell at you. You can yell at me if you want. You can say mean things to me if that's what you want to do. But Randy Rhodes, I'm sending you a link. Fire it up. Come join us, and we'll have some fun like we used to do back in the good old days. So, and right now, if you get here in the next 27 seconds, both handicap spaces are available in the Boogie with the Bull studio parking lot tonight.
Oh, come on. Anyhow, I was talking about this meme. It's one that I talked about a long time ago, and I just love it. What it is, it's a Monopoly game, and it has these old guys sitting around it. And the old guys depict the members of the World Economic Forum. I mean, you've got a Rothschild on there, you have a Rockefeller, you've got Dave's favorite guy. What's his name? Klaus Schwab, who you see as a clown.
Klaus the clown. Klaus the clown.
Right, he's there. I don't know who else is on there. Oh, probably
King Charles. King Charles is on it, I believe.
Okay, and there should be a depiction of what's his name? Soros. Yeah, they're
Soros is on it.
these rich
Uh,
guys, this
Joe
can
Biden probably thinks he's on it. I'm
that's
sorry.
so funny. I know, it's funny. It just cracks me up. He thinks he's a legend in his own mind. It's crazy.
Oh God.
And the way he says, no one messes with the Bidens, but he didn't say messes, but he meant that. And I thought, you're not above the law, and we're going to prove it to you one of these days. But anyways, that Robert
But
guy, when he would come on, I wanted to bring that up because it's just so encouraging to see
we
how
will
a
we will
country
we will get him on. I promise. We will
how a country
reschedule
can
it. We will
reclaim.
figure out, and I promise we will get it done next Tuesday. I keep telling everybody I know, but next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Jenn is leading. It might be a panel because a lot of people on Facebook know her, so we might make it a panel broadcast interview, but it'll still be Jenn leading it. Bonnie Johnson, who you've seen all over Facebook as part of child trafficking rescue missions with different branches of the military going down into the tunnels and finding and rescuing. She's been very active in veteran affairs, primarily homeless veteran affairs, and very knowledgeable in something called Facebook premeditated social media, which basically means that they planned all of this for how Facebook operates before they operated. I mean, before they went on. And then when they went on, they one by one started bringing us Robert. Okay. All right, Robert. I will. I'll have to take care of that. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I'll contact you after the broadcast. And we will reschedule. He's getting a technical error that asks him if he wants to connect through Facebook or if he wants to connect through YouTube. That's a technical error that we will get figured out. So bear with me, Robert. I'll get a hold of you after the broadcast, and we'll work through that one. And then we will get you on in the very near future. But popping in, the a long-established co-host of Boogie with the Bull broadcast and a political commentator in his own glorious right all over Facebook and the rest of the world, Randall Rhodes has joined the broadcast tonight. And I know he has someone besides me and Jenn that he wants to yell at for doing something wrong politically.
I don't.
And it looks like he
Randy.
shaved for tonight's broadcast too. So.
Oh, your mic.
Your mic's not on, Randy.
I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, Randy.
He just threw a chair. He's mad. We heard that.
You're right
We
back
forgive
at
you.
you with a couple barrels. Yeah,
That's funny.
that's been a fun couple of days, let me tell you.
I'm sure it has not been, but I'll believe you if you want it to have been.
And you can see the hair is kind of like, anyway, so,
You have more gray hair now than I do, Randy.
this is no lie. There are some mornings I'll wake up and my hair will be absolutely white. I'm telling you the truth. I'll look in the mirror and I say to Claudette, "What the hell happens? It's white. All what's left of the black or whatever is gone, and I have a head full of white hair." And then
Facebook can do that to you.
Yeah,
Facebook can do that to you.
Yeah, it's not just Facebook. Anyways, so I guess you guys are going to get caught up on my trauma effect. So I sat down with my accountant, and I was down to 2 paying clients. And I don't know if folks understand that what I do costs me money, okay? In order to do the live broadcast and have a good stream with guests on, like if I had Jenn on, we would have all kinds of intermittent problems. So I knew I needed a new computer, And I didn't have the cash in hand to go out and buy a $1,000 computer, so I was renting one, which kind of made sense because it was a little bit of money, like $190 for a beautiful tower with speed you couldn't begin to imagine, a 32-inch smart screen. It was a nice setup, but it cost me $109 a month. But it did what it's supposed to do. It allowed me to do live broadcasts, streaming, had extra people on, share screen, and no issues. Okay. And then I had an extra iPad, which I used for research, because when I go to bed at night, folks, my genealogy services don't stop at bedtime. Ask my wife, my daughter. I'm not lying to you, folks. When I go to bed at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, I'll take my 3 iPads and my 2 cell phones with me to bed, and I got them all stood around me, because as I'm finding something about a person here, they fought in that battle. Well, then I'll go to the other iPad to find the battle, and then I'll find something else. I use, so I use all the devices to continue, and I'll be up to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning until I finally, I start making mistakes, or I start seeing, seeing people walking through my, bedroom don't belong there. So I have that, and then, I had the expense of StreamYard. That was $45, and I had an expense there. And then if a person would leave me, the way my original setup was, they get, a really nice binder, a printout of one branch of their ancestor, and a USB card with their tree on it. And that closing out process cost me $50, okay, because I didn't go cheap. So, it turned out that, I was down to only 2 paying clients, and I love them to death. They're godsends, but it wasn't maintaining my expenses. I was $1,000 in the hole for 3 months. And I just couldn't continue that. So the choice was, have something turn off, non-voluntarily turned off or whatever. So I decided, and then I tried, without being on people's heads, to come on board and join me and continue services or whatever. And I understand, the guys who left, they're with me for months, and they all had something in their life occurred that, I wasn't a mandatory part of their life, that they had to have me. Although that, I kind of wish they do, because I want you to have me, right? But, I realized that. So, it's just like, what do you get rid of? You get rid of the cat, get rid of the dog, you save some money. So they got rid of the dog. So they left me. And, along with it went, along with it went the money. So, I'm sitting there, and yes, my wife, I was depressed. I was in bed for 2 days. And I finally thought, well, if I can get, a few more, first off, not having the expense of the computer, the monitor, the iPad, and the StreamYard was saving me close to $300 a month. So
that was your first mistake. You bought iPads and iPhones and
but at the time I had 5, 6, 7 paying clients. So
I know.
I didn't think that someone online I'm going to lose 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5
at the same time.
Yes, it's so close to. So I was able to return to one iPad, but the other iPad and cell phone I'm stuck with because I got it from Comcast. So I was thinking to myself, well, I don't have that expense anymore, and the only expense I would have moving forward is if anyone else decides to leave me. Thankfully,
don't leave Randy. Don't leave Randy. And if you do, schedule his 3 days of depression in advance so he knows.
Yeah, so thankfully, Ancestry came out with some new report features, which are pretty nice. You have your choice. Before, you only had choice of one, where I would print out a summary of a person's branch. And although that one included some maps and some other stuff, it costs a lot of money. I mean, a lot in paper, because it was always my luck. The person who left chose the one ancestor that went back 15 generations, right? And they had 10, 15, 20 kids. So when I would print this stuff out, I printed out close to 100, 200 paper, pages in color, along with a nice $25 binder. So I thought, well, moving forward, folks, if you decide to leave me now, you're going to get the cheaper version of the summary and a cheaper binder. Because it cost me to lose a customer, and that's not good business. So, I told my wife, I said, if I can get someone, to say, they'll stay with me, they'll come back, whatever. So anyways, make a long story short, I actually have three people now who are going to stick with me. And when it comes time, for the invoice, they're going to be paying me. So I have that money coming in. So I'm going to take the cheap route. And then maybe not do the videos with other people, but I'll do it by myself. I have a guy who created that awesome video. You know what? There it is. I'm used to looking.
Hang on just a second. Robert, if you can hear me, you got to turn your camera on.
Can you hear me?
Robert Angel, if you can hear me, and I'm sure you can, you got to turn your camera on.
Can you hear me?
Turn your camera and your mic on. Oh.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So
give it a minute to see if his camera comes on. And if we get his camera working and we get his mic working, we'll get him into the conversation, and we may save this Boogie with the Bull broadcast yet.
Of course.
But hey,
So tonight's be interesting. In this past winter, the snowplow slammed into the manhole cover outside of my house,
okay,
right?
Robert. Okay, hang on. Robert, you need to turn your microphone on now. Yep, Robert, your mic is muted. He may be frozen too. I can't tell.
And so is his camera.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy, tell us about the snowplow. What happened?
All right, Randy, go ahead.
Anyway, so the snowplow, damaged the manhole outside my house. So Lancaster County must have some money to spend because it came out with 5 trucks and like 20 guys to fix this manhole. And what they did was they dug the whole damn thing up, made the hole 10 times what it was, and they put in some kind of new manhole cover that had a freaking flashing light on it, and so now this light's gonna be flashing all freaking night.
Hang on just a second. Robert, if you can hear me, come back in, but I need you have to look and make sure your mic is turned on. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get it figured out. Everybody knows we live for whatever we have to do to get somebody on. So I hope that we will. So Robert, try to connect one more time. This time, make sure your mic is turned on, and we'll go from there. And Randy Rhodes, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but that's what I do best around here. That's what they pay me for.
No, but Randy, if I hear this right, they left an electronic device blinking on your manhole in front of your home. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. It's part of the manhole. It's like inserted into the manhole, and it's a flashing light. And I said to the guy, I said, how bright is this damn light? That's my bedroom right there. Oh, it's not that bright. We'll find out tonight.
Oh my gosh! What is the purpose of it? So that they
I guess so people can see. But the one that wasn't making sense is that it got damaged because of snow plow, because snow was on the manhole, covering the manhole. He didn't know the manhole was there. So what the hell is the light going to do? If it's got snow on top of it, the plow truck driver's not going to see a damn light until he runs over the damn manhole again.
Is your house the only house that is affected by this blinking light?
No. I mean, we got a nice suburban street, so there's they're duplexes. So I'm not going to be the only house that's going to have this flashing light scenario.
Good. Okay.
Hopefully, there's enough of us to complain if it's bright enough. But my bedroom windows face the damn street, I do have curtains, but I have curtains hung. I'm not that kind of guy where you're like, look at me, as I walk past the window. But I do have curtains, and but even with the curtains, I'll see the headlights as the cars come up the street to turn left or right, or I'll see the damn yellow flash utility truck going. I'm a very light sleeper. And I'm and plus besides the fact that my bedroom's haunted. Okay, it's haunted. I hear my mom's voice. I smell my mom's perfume. I smell her damn cigarette smoke. I hear her, talking to me. Honest God, I'm not lying to you, folks. Ask my wife, my dad, they'll back me up $100. I got to pay you. Remember that. Now they'll back me up. Because
so
I'll wake up during the night and I said, "Did you guys say something?" "No, we were sleeping." "What did you hear?" I said, "Well, I heard them call my name." Plus, my damn cat that passed away, she's haunting me now. I'll see her walk around the bed. My wife said to me when I started doing the genealogy and I started talking about all the dead people, she said, "Randy, that's bad." She said, "That's bad. All these dead people, all these these cemeteries looking at, not a good thing." Oh, come on. I'm not, it's not like I'm, out there doing seances. I tell you what.
She knows stuff.
My mom, for some reason, my mom is just, I'll talk to my brother. Mike, does mom ever pay you any visits? No. Why? Well, she's always in my bedroom talking to me. And then that's the only reason I hear her, It's like,
oh my gosh, that's crazy. I mean, you're not crazy.
I'm
It's
going
a crazy situation.
Yeah, I remember when I was dating, and I take the girl upstairs to my bedroom to
You don't have to finish that. It's okay.
do whatever, just to have a good time. And my dad's advised me, keep it zippered, son. And my mom would say, "We want to hear noise up there, Randy. If it gets too quiet, I'm coming upstairs." "Yes, Mom."
Oh my gosh.
Back in the day,
That's funny. We saw Robert pop in and pop out. Is he coming? Are we having more technical difficulties? I don't. Oh, Dave. Dave, you're on mute. Your mic's not
Because
on.
the dogs are barking. He's on an 11-year-old laptop, and if he's having problems with that, he said it was having a slow connection, then he can try on his cell phone. So, Robert, if you want, take the link and try using the link on your cell phone and see if you get in. Any better.
His cell phone needs to have. I think, a Safari or something like that on it, because I know when I would try to use my cell phone, it says I got to use a different browser than what I had. There's Patriots Lab.
There's the Patriots Lab, but try that. Try that, Robert. If the laptop isn't able to connect, then try the cell phone, and let's see if we have better luck with the cell phone. If not, we'll have to figure out. Another way to get you in here. There's nothing there. So try that one more time. It doesn't look like it. If you're using the laptop, it didn't look like the laptop was going to connect. Try the cell phone, and then we'll figure out. We'll drop back and punt one more time. Coming in as our technical advisor and a star in his own right, William Rayfield, the host of the Patriots Lab on the Patriots Lab network. If anyone on the Patriots Lab network is watching us, thank you for watching tonight, and make sure you hit the stars when you watch us on the Patriots Lab network so that they can continue doing the awesome work they do.
You know what?
I know you hate when I do that, William, but it feels so good.
No, you know what? Hold on 1 second. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me get us connected here to the let me go ahead and stream a show real quick if you bear with me 1 second.
Okay.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Okay.
Great. Good to see
Good,
you.
good. Okay.
What would cause a guest trying to connect if it asks them to log into Facebook or YouTube instead of being able to connect direct in using the link? You've used StreamYard longer than I have. Do you know what causes that?
Causes what?
I get that all
He
the
was-
time, Dave.
He was trying to log in. He was trying to connect, and it asked him if he wanted to log on to Facebook or if he wanted to log on through YouTube. And
It's just different ways that they got your information that they'll access
okay.
you to go onto your profile.
Well, next time I'll tell him to try Facebook. The only problem is with if Facebook is open, doesn't Facebook feedback and cause all kinds of, or is this just to get him logged into the broadcast?
Yeah, just to get them logged. Just to get them logged in. That's just a different way to go in.
You'll have
All right, Robert, try that then. Go try to connect to the broadcast again if you're still listening. And when it asks you, do you want to log in through YouTube or Facebook, pick Facebook and log into Facebook, and let's see if that brings you here, because we really do want to get you on tonight. It's not that these problems came up because we didn't get you on. We really do want to get you on. So we will do our best behind the scenes. If we can get you connected, we will get. Well, wait a minute. Let me slide back up here. No, he's there. All right, it's buffering. It's buffering. So let's see if it buffers him in. If it does, in fact, bring him in. We're just not having good luck. We're just not having good luck tonight. It's not letting, no. It's not letting, okay.
All right, real quick. People,
Okay.
Patriots, you are in the Patriots Lab, but we're tuned in with Dave Glovin, Boogie with the Bone. Thank you for having us with you tonight,
Always a pleasure.
Jay.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. We're still waiting to see if we can get, we're having a problem getting Robert able to connect. So we'll try that. Robert, it looked like you got bounced, but do like I said, go through the link, and when it asks you if you want to log in through Facebook or YouTube, log in through Facebook and see if that brings you in. We're going to get this figured out. I promise we're going to get you on. If we don't get you on tonight, we will get you on. We'll get you on as quickly as we can. I definitely want to get you on. It was an interesting story that I read, and I know Jenn has a lot of questions to bring up and discuss with you. She's got family from Romania on her husband's side, so I know she's looking forward to doing it, but we'll make sure that we get the technology to work as quickly as we can. Ray, you were talking. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but that's what everybody knows I get paid to do. So the floor is yours again.
Oh, nothing. Good evening.
Okay.
Hi. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be here with you guys. Thanks for having us.
And you got hit with bad luck, Ray. I know you asked me to join you this morning, and I got hit with a phone call from a bank. And then as soon as I went to connect, my wife came in, and the bank called again. And God, I hate banks. I don't want, in case my bankers are watching, I love my bank. I just hate banks because.
So what are y'all talking about this evening? What's this evening's topics? What's the plan?
Life in the fast lane. What's going on with everything is, Jenn and I were talking before Randy came in about, all the Democrats, Representative J. Paul or whatever her name is, trying to use the word exonerate to indicate that
Hers cognitive
her report exonerates Biden of anything, and
It doesn't.
I disagree. It doesn't exonerate him of anything.
Well, we showed the actual and factual.
We did
This morning,
Yeah.
They can say whatever they want to say. You know what? I am so glad the American people get to see this. I'm reclaiming my time.
Yeah.
It's my time. It's my time, sir. It's my time.
awesome.
I'm going to ask you the question, but don't answer it because I'm going to answer it for you.
You know, they should change the rules because it seems like people who don't have a question that doesn't insult their own intelligence if they ask that question seem to do nothing more. And this is on both sides. They will take their 5 minutes of being able to ask questions and get answers and spend it badgering the person. And in the last 3 seconds, they'll actually ask a question.
It's all stupid, but this is the only thing I love to see. I love to see somebody that's not into politics whatsoever sit there next to me and be like, well, why did they let him talk? They keep asking him the question. I'm like, do you see? Do you see what I'm talking
came
about?
in, he connected. I'm sorry. Robert came in, he connected, and then he poofed. We're just not having good luck. We're just not having good luck tonight.
It is what we thought it was. Yeah. You know, it is what we thought it was. It's all coming out. Cases are dropping. That's why I never get all upset about all of this stuff, man. All upset. Now you got Buck getting ready to drop out. Everybody don't even know what that's about because once he drops out, there's a Democrat waiting to take his place, and they're hoping and praying that the Democrat can retain the seat. See? Boy, we got rhinos everywhere. People ain't even looking at the big chessboard. They don't even know what the hell is going on. So in case you haven't heard, Buck, the senator from Colorado, congressman from Colorado, has all of a sudden decided he's going to put in his 2-week notice. So what's going to happen is the people in charge of appointing somebody to fill his seat, it's Democrat-led. So they're going to put a Democrat in a Republican seat, hoping they can hold on to it because election time is getting ready to come up. See, oh, man. See, they getting desperate. They starting to move pieces on the chessboard. People don't even know what's on the chessboard.
Wow.
They scrambling. They getting desperate. You know why? Because now we know. Now we know. And if you want to know, tune in tomorrow 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to take this back. But I'll give you a little taste. Now we know the difference. Before they had the power of frightening us, telling us Trump is going to get us into World War III. Orange man is going to do this. Orange man is going to do that. Your life is never going to be the same. Well, guess what, America? We had a chance to experience what type of policies the Orange man implemented in this country. Forget the mean tweets and all that shit. And then we had an opportunity to get a taste of what the administration that was supposed to bring America back together again from Orange man's self-destructiveness. We had a taste of theirs. See, so now we got something that we can feel. See, before it was just a tangible thing that they threw up. Now we know, hey, do I like filling up my car at $18 or $39? Do I like walking out of the grocery store with the same amount of groceries for $64 or $212?
Wow.
Hang on a second. Robert, are you with us? Can you hear me, Robert? Oh, he froze.
That's all. I'm long-winded.
No. I know he. No. All right. I think he froze again. Robert, what I'm going to do is let's go off the laptop because it doesn't seem to be up to being able to do this. Try using your cell phone. We'll try that, and then if that doesn't work, I have another option. But I have another option for another way that we can get you on. We'll bring you on over the phone if we have to, and just put a mic on a phone and carry you carry you in that way. But if you want to try the cell phone, try your cell phone. We'll see if that's any faster. I'm sorry, Ray. I cut off Ray, and Ray disappeared. I hope I didn't upset Ray. Up there. Let's see.
I think.
Is anybody
There he
else
is.
having issues with the stability of
Are you done playing with your?
Yeah.
You got fat fingers. You got rid of me by
because
accident.
the
You like me,
video
you got the
keys
fat fingers.
Okay,
freezing
I
on
didn't even
freezing
realize
and-
that
and all
I
kinds of
apologize for
problems.
knocking you off, Ray. I apologize for knocking you off if I knocked you off. But Robert, if you want, try it on the cell phone. We'll see if the cell phone works. And if that doesn't work, then we have another way. We'll just, if we have to, we'll have you call in on a phone and we'll mic the phone. And we'll do that on a night when it's just you and Jen that you can talk. We will figure. I promise we will figure this out. But,
Wow, I love what Ray said when he was talking about how people can actually see what's going on. Because for the longest time, it was just words and word salad. And I swear, this is a great quote, and I ran into it on accident, but I was like, I love that. I'm going to have to repeat it. The eye cannot see what the mind cannot comprehend. So now we're seeing in real life what's going on with this. What did I call them? The report, the cognitive report, and then like the basics, like Ray was talking about. You can't get gas and groceries like we used to. You can't get both of them together. So help me God. But we used to spend $18 for on the gas. Now we're spending, I don't even know how much he said, but it's true. It's in the hundreds. It's ridiculous. And we can comprehend what's going on now when we see it. It was like half of America had the stupid pill or something because this guy's going up there saying, oh, Bidenomics is working. And then you got the word salad lady, and then you got the curly lady, and they're all saying how all these good things are happening. And it's like, we can't comprehend it. But look at the bottom line. Everything that Ray's talking about, it's true. I have to say it. It's actual and factual. It's awesome. Thanks, Ray.
I love
That's
that.
good.
Actual and factual.
I know.
That's why I've always told people, don't fear.
Yeah.
We win in the end. Don't fear. It's all crumbling around. Look at old hood
Right.
chick Fanny. Her case is just crumbling around. What's the governor? What's the governor in Georgia?
Letitia.
No, the governor. He just
Brian Kemp. Kemp.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kemp just
The Republican that Trump didn't want to get the nomination.
Well, he just put an executive order in today holding all crooked ass DAs accountable. That's just letting the people that think they can decide they want to vote her ass back in there. They like, he said no, she going to jail. Y'all can't save her.
Hey,
so she going to jail. The case is getting ready to get dropped. The 6 charges was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
That's getting ready to get dropped.
You said that
Letitia
this morning.
James case, that's getting ready to get dropped. Alan Bragg's case, that's getting ready to get dropped. All these things is getting ready to get dropped. And then the American people got election day to look forward to.
Awesome.
Is Alan Bragg the kid who in New York is handling no, that's Letitia James that's holding the
Alan Bragg is the
it was a stupid one. It was a stupid
he's
one.
New York's IG.
Yeah. Right, but no, Letitia James is the one that's holding the $500,000 trial over Trump's head. That's going to get dropped.
Yeah,
like you said, it's going to get dropped.
She's the real estate expert.
Yeah, and all these people should not only, the cases that they have against Trump shouldn't just get dropped. Some of these people should get disbarred.
They will. They will.
You know?
They will. It's all going to happen.
If you get disbarred in one state, can you move to another state and take the bar in that state?
Hell no,
disbarred
is disbarred.
But so it's in the country. So it's like if I'm a Florida attorney and I get disbarred in Florida, I can't just move to Massachusetts and take the Mass bar. And if I pass that, I'm a Massachusetts lawyer.
No, it's the same thing as losing your medical license. When you lose it,
Okay.
you lose it.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's all that's really going. Well, there's a lot going on, but I ain't gonna give you.
There is a
everything.
lot going. Well, right. And I want people to watch you. Are you on at 9:00 tonight?
No, sir. We're on here right now.
Well, I mean,
Awesome.
right. But I never know the schedule, the actual factual schedule.
Well, we'll be on tomorrow night, but hell, there'll be some crazy shit that happens
I'm
way
sure
before
there'll
then.
be a
So
lot
I'll
of
be
crazy
covering
stuff.
something else. So maybe I can't give you the dose of everything I got today. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, I know. But there's a lot. There is a lot. Randy, what do you got to say?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I have to say. No one's listening to me. It's not like, the people in Washington is going to say, oh, yeah, according to Randy, we should all lose our jobs. Just quit today. No. Ray, I love you. And you and I always disagree. And that's just, part of the nature of the beast. I keep hearing, especially you're saying that.
Randy, why can't you just disagree? Why do you always got to keep reminding me that you're about to disagree with me?
I want to.
You're getting me ready, right? You're getting me ready. Okay,
I love you,
He
but
wants to be sure that you have the actual and factual as to why he disagrees with you.
But it's not just you, it's others. But I keep hearing, we're winning.
This is one of the funniest boogies I think we've ever had in a long
and
time.
I keep to myself, well, how long is this damn game? How many innings are left in it that we got to win to get to the to the celebration with the champagne and the wine and the women? It's just that
Randy, to answer your question, 8 years ago, I told people we was in round 8 of a heavyweight 15 championship round. You know how long I've been on round 8, Randy? I've been on round 8 for the past 3 years, Randy. You know how many times I had to tell myself the same thing? Well, guess what? Today I say we're in round 13 now. See, I finally was able to have enough patience of built up frustration in being stuck at round 8. But you know what? I stuck with it, Randy. I didn't give up through all adversity. And now I find myself at round 13. And you know what? I'm going to put up with the rest of this bullshit. Because guess what? The heavyweight championship rounds is right around the corner. Round 14 and 15, and they getting KO'd. Unfortunately, they about to get KO'd. They just ain't going to be able to submit. They about to get the hell O'd up out of the White House.
I hope
TKO.
so. I just think, look at his face. This face does not say, "Yay, we're going to win."
Randy, I've been listening to you say this for a year now.
I just think the Democrats have something that they're going to use to prevent, my man Donald Trump from taking the White House back. I mean,
Randy,
wait. Which state was it just a couple days ago where the Republican is supposed to win, and at the last minute the Democrat put out just enough votes and he won. Was it the sniffy guy? What's his name? The guy that
Joe Biden was a sniffy guy.
Well, Adam Schiff. Okay,
Schiff.
Why are you listening to Adam Shifty Schiff, the man that had all of the...
I'm not listening to him. I was watching the news and saying that the Republican was winning, but now Adam Schiff won at the last minute.
You know where you going wrong, Randy? You know where you going wrong? You listening to that shit, and it's making you itch, bro. Why you even entertaining it? See, you're not built like me. I can listen to it and know 1,000% it's all bullshit. Somewhere deep down inside of you, they still got a hold on to you. Like, damn, is it true? They really got a little bit. Randy, it's over, bro. It's over.
I know.
The Schiff is going to hit the fan for Adam. I want to see the day
until it's over, Randy.
I want to see the day the Schiff hits the fan for Adam. I really do. Matter of fact, I want to broadcast that live. I'll start walking today. If Adam Schiff's trial is going to be in January of next year, I'll start walking to Washington, D.C. first thing tomorrow morning.
See, it's gotten to the point. You gotta be paying attention. It's gotten to the point where America was like, nah, that shit, nah, Trump bad. Now they like, really? They doing that shit? For real? They doing that shit right there? And they still walking around? That's the attitude America got right now. Everybody, they like, really? These motherfuckers really doing this? Wow. I say that because we on YouTube. But wow. See, that's what I love. I was waiting for that shock and awe to hit America. And wow. Bro, he is up in all battleground states by at least 4 to 7 battleground. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia. Bro, these were blue states. See, they made fun about the red wave, but damn it, they better brace for the red tsunami coming in November because they're about to get the shellacking of a lifetime, boy. Oh, I can't wait.
Awesome.
Forget pop your popcorn. You better go buy you a fifth of Jack Daniels for this one, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be.
You heard it now. Stay tuned for the shellacking on the Patriots Lab Network.
Awesome.
I know I've been saying it. I know I've been saying it a long time, but hey, we got to ride it out. See, draining the swamp ain't easy. Draining the swamp ain't just skimming it. It ain't skimming it. Look what Buck just did. Another rhino. See, you got to be privy. You got to pay attention to what you got to pay attention to. Another rhino just flipped. Another crab just came out from under the rock that he's been hiding in for so long. Everybody, they seen the rock move. They kind of figured there was something under it, but they just couldn't figure out what it was. And he just flipped that shit over today and said, I'm bowing out.
Wow.
In 2 weeks, I'm resigning. So a Democrat can have your seat. So they hope the Democrat can hold on to it. Democrat ain't gonna hold on to it. America has spoken. Man said the other day, and I'll just leave it at this.
Romney said he's resigning too.
75 to 80% of America. Take Trump out of the equation. Take Trump away. 75, 80% of America hate this damn administration and what they're doing. What does that leave us with? See, we can't try to wrap our head around everything. Take Trump out the equation. 75 to 80% of this country hates, I mean, HETE, what's going on right now in this country. What's the alternative? If it don't turn out the way that it's supposed to turn out, see, the Democrats, they got the Nikki Haley syndrome right now. They ain't got no life in them, but they're gonna go ahead and take it to the end. If this don't turn out like it's supposed to turn out, oh my Lord! Like I told my wife, I ain't leaving the house. I'm not going nowhere. I'm letting these good old boys handle their damn business, and I'll talk about it in the Patriots Lab from the confinements of my home where it's going to be safe, because America is going to, they will click a switch on America that they never knew existed. I'm trying to tell you right now.
I think you're right, William.
No, I know I'm right.
I know you're right, but because I don't think that America, the people that log on to Facebook at 6 o'clock in the morning and do a little bit and then go to work, I don't think they have a clue of what is coming. And there's only so many times I can look at my camera and my mic, close my eyes so that I can see my words and get them out right. We're going to see things, and people that aren't on our broadcast and we're not on their broadcast anymore, they we're saying we're going to see things that I don't think we ever hoped that we would see happen in this country.
Well, I pray it's a smooth transition. It's like that robber that finally realizes, shit, I got SWAT outside. I got tanks at my door and shit. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Unless they just really got a suicide mission. I mean, That's all. Bro.
Yep.
It is what it is.
It is.
But I do
want to take a moment. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ray. I want to acknowledge Diana Rose, because if I remember correctly, she is in Ireland. which means we are truly international tonight. If I remember, and she's watching, so please come back into the live chat and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she is in Ireland and she watches a lot. And I'm very happy to see you back. Matt Fury is watching on YouTube, I believe. So he's coming across Matt Fury is coming through on the Patriots Lab Network. Paul Smith is one of ours. David Bray is one of ours. Ichabod Palmer. Get your camera and your mic and come on.
Hi.
Come on and sit here at the table and have some fun with us. Ave Maria is new. I'm glad to see you here watching. And Ray Field is here. Danny Campbell is watching. And Danny Campbell is the first person who saw all of the Boogie with the Bull broadcasts in the history of Boogie with the Bull. And the only one that beat him, who is also here tonight, is William Grant. So those boys will be battling out every time to see who watches who, or who's watched more. Depends on whether or not both are watching every time. And with that, please keep the live chats going. As we come across things, we will be more than happy to flash you up on the screen and embarrass you profusely in front of Facebook, YouTube. The Patriots Lab is on Rumble. They're on Twitch. They're on X. They're on this. They're on that. And they're everywhere that you're not and everywhere you should be. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can I make a plea on your platform like I did?
You may say anything that you want, Ray. And like I said, I will apologize if I embarrassed you or got you upset when I said anybody who was watching. And it's important to me because there are some expenses in doing this. Some of us don't have those expenses. And
America, listen.
Go ahead, Ray. You'll say it better than I can anyway.
Listen, Linda. Y'all know how I like saying that. Listen, Linda. I'm just going to leave it as plain as I can. A platform, a app, anything that you use to do social media with or anything like that, or on being on social media, I would hope and pray that your whole life does not depend or surround I hope your life isn't of existence because of an app. These people on TikTok are losing their damn mind because there just might be a chance TikTok might not be no more, depending on what the powers to be might say. And I have literally heard Americans, I don't know if they're about to commit suicide or what, but they sound damn near close to it. If your life is wrapped around, if the purpose of your life is held together by an app or a platform, please, I'm pleading with you. You gotta find something better to do with your time, because there are other apps out there. There are other platforms out there. I mean, these people are acting like if TikTok goes, they going cold turkey. They gonna wind up in the nut house. They going. I don't know, but you know what, China.
But Ray, where were these people when Trump was president and Chris Wray was director of the FBI, and he walked up to Trump and he handed him a report and said, "You don't know, and I'm going to show you how bad the CCP is using TikTok USA to spy on America."
That's
and
right.
Trump said basically, "The hell with that. It ain't going to happen."
That's right.
He said to Beijing ByteDance, to people who own TikTok, you have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You can sell TikTok USA, or you can remove, I think an option was, I'm not sure, you can unseat the CCP from the seat
Mhm.
they have on your board of directors.
No, you only got two options: you sell or you go.
Okay, yeah,
That's it.
and from what I understand, the deal was inked already. Walmart and Larry Ellison, the man who started Oracle, and I know Oracle very well, but Larry Ellison and Walmart were going to team up and put the bucks together to buy it. Then the election happened, and of course, Beijing Biden got elected president, or thinks he got elected president of the United States, and he said, "Oh no, China, you don't have to do that. We're not going to make you do anything." And then the first report he got from FBI Director Chris Wray, who's a Republican but held over for Biden, the first report he got said it's even worse than what I told Trump.
Mhm.
So
And Americans are hooked.
I'm sure I'm starting arguments on posts in our 9 groups.
Why?
I'm writing blog size responses going, this is not new.
No, it's not.
This goes back to 2016 when Trump got elected. Our man wanted this taken care of.
And it's going to be taken care of.
Now I understand there are so many American big tech companies. I don't believe Facebook has been brought to the table, or Meta has been invited to the table. But Rumble, I read a letter yesterday on, Elon Musk tweeted a copy of a letter that Rumble sent to whoever to let them know they want to be part of the partnership to buy TikTok. And that's
that's not happening. That's not happening.
You want it to happen because Rumble, the Rumble cloud.
Have you been following it? Have you been there's one thing that wanted to happen, but have you been following? I told my wife the other night when this happened, I said, honey, because everybody was getting on Trump because now Trump supports TikTok. Well, yeah, Trump supports TikTok because there's only two alternatives.
Right.
You sell or you go away.
Right.
So it's come to my attention through little chirpy chirps that one of Trump's closest, most trusted allies is in the works. Once they make the choice, because they're going to sell. Once they make the choice to sell, or maybe not, but once they make the choice to sell, one of Trump's closest and most confident allies is sitting in a situation to go ahead and snatch it up. And I told my wife, I said, wouldn't it be something if it was Eric Trump? Wouldn't it be something if they just controlled TikTok? Wouldn't it be something?
It would be.
Because there has to be a close. The wordage, see, you got to go and listen to the wordage. They said it was a close, confident ally. That means it's somebody in his circle.
But the reason that I want Rumble at the table is that Rumble said we will make the Rumble cloud. The Rumble cloud is the network that Truth Social operates on.
That could happen.
It's fantastic. So the guy, the CEO of Rumble sent a letter to who I don't exactly remember, but Elon Musk tweeted it on X yesterday, and it basically said, we want to be at the table because the Rumble cloud is ready for this. And if the Rumble cloud is the network the whole internet shebang that TikTok would operate on, that works. And it works for Trump because Truth Social operates on that Rumble cloud.
Right.
And it would just be a shebang that it would be very nice if Eric Trump put up the money, or Donald put up the money, or even Barron Trump, 17-year-old Barron Trump came in and handed his $1 billion piggy bank to Daddy and said, I want to buy it.
The young man is very highly intelligent. He needs something to do other than play golf and talk.
But right. But I mean, it will be if TikTok and Rumble and True Social and a few others that I'm not sure about, so I won't say anything, all came together as part of Trump Media Technology Group and various partners, you will see that revolution in social media that we all have been begging Facebook to do, and it'll happen. I don't know whether or not people will leave Facebook and only go over there, but as far as I'm concerned, something has to happen.
Yeah. Can I say something real quick?
Yes, Jen,
I
the
love
floor is
it.
yours.
Okay. Back to what I started with was that meme. And what it was a Monopoly board. And the players around the Monopoly board were the Davos characters, the World Economic Forum. They're the players. But the scariest part about this Monopoly board is that it was held up by the workers, the people, us. And the meme says the game continues until we stand up. And then we flip the board. And I think that's what's happening. And this is very exciting because just like what Ray said and what you said and how things are turning, and even TikTok, this is so cool. Gosh, I hope that it's bought by one of the people you mentioned, and I hope it gets supported by Rumble. It's just really exciting to see a turnaround, and that makes a good story when you see things going one way and the character turns around and actually becomes a good guy, or we're all going to be in a better place. Because if you say, like another meme, I don't know if you posted it, Dave, or who posted it, but it said, are you better off than you were 5 years ago? Because if you are, you're probably an immigrant. And I'm like, oh my
I
God,
think,
Ray,
I think I
that
took it
is
from.
like,
I think I,
yeah,
I
that's
think I, I think I actually took that one from Street Lock and put it on X, and then
well,
dropped it on Facebook for the hell of it too.
it was
Yeah.
good, but that really puts us at the bottom of the barrel. However, when I think about that Monopoly game and it says it continues until we stand up, and it looks like we're starting to stand up, and I can't wait to see what happens with this next election. And I know Randy is concerned about them doing the same darn thing again because they still have those Dominion servers. So, how can we get rid of them? That is the one stopper in the way of everything turning around. What do you think?
I don't like the gentleman was saying. It's it how did let me it's like how did he explain it? We're in such a different place than we were in 2016 or 2020.
Right.
And he really got me to focus on take everything out of the equation except the fact that 75 to 80% of the Americans in this country are fed up and they hate what is going on with the direction of this country. What's
that's good.
the alternative? Then everything else can fall under that umbrella. I don't care about Dominion machines. I don't care about it because we're going to leave a such resounding result
Right.
that there can't be no 2-minute fourth quarter ref called a false holding call and we lost. Sorry,
That's
you
good.
got to shake your head, Randy. But
Right.
hey, I don't put because bro, you got to be confident in the country you live in. You've been claiming defeat since the first time we've had this discussion, so I should expect it. But you've been wrong the whole time because we've been winning and winning and winning.
Okay.
And I hope you've been able to pay close attention enough to see how the tide and the trajectory has shifted. That's all I'm saying. Now, how long it'll take, I don't know. But as long as I see progress on behalf of the American people, I got to give credit where credit is due. So How long it takes? Hey, bro, I don't know. But we're winning. That's it. That's all I know. From where we were to how far
You have 40 million illegals in the country right now, and you got the Democrat government who are giving them driver's licenses and giving them Social Security cards, and they're trying to do away with the voter ID requirement. They're going to do whatever they can to get those 40 million plus illegals to vote for their guy.
Yeah,
And-
you're right about
and-
Randy, if you're in the locker room, do you think your coach and your players are saying, well, coach, they keep throwing deep, and coach, they keep running it up the middle on us, coach, well, they keep doing this? No, you got to stop focusing on what they're doing. It's their playbook. Once you realize it's their playbook, you got to expect it and more. But we got to focus on us and what we need to do. See, they got you, Randy. I'm sorry. They got you scared as hell. And I don't blame you because
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I am just.
Well, start talking.
I'm not scared. I'm just.
Okay.
Start talking like a victor and not a victim.
Okay. Well, all right. I don't know. Randy cut off. I'm going to say one thing to some people in the live chat. You can say things like Randy is a racist. You can say things like, but I'm just saying you can say things like that, but you will not make the comments that you're making about Jenn. I don't care whose network you're riding on to get onto this broadcast. You won't. So cut the crap.
Don't even give them the time. See, Dave, that's stuff you read to yourself. Don't even give them the airtime, bro. Don't. Yeah, you just keep those comments to yourself and you block those people, bro. That's all you do.
I can't block them because they came in through your YouTube. So I can't remove them. I don't care about, I'm just going to tell people we're going to keep the live chat conversation respectable or just don't watch the broadcast. And that's the end of my yelling at
we can't keep feeding the energy, feeding into them as victors because Randy's the type of person that's ready to break. They want us exactly at that point that Randy's at right now.
Okay, I understand that.
Defeated. And we can't do that. We got to be strong fighters and let them know you will not win. You're not winning. You will be defeated. How long it takes, I don't know.
Right. What do you think, Jenn?
I wanted to say that I love Trump's new slogan, which is it's too big to rig, meaning the election is going to be such a landslide that they cannot even rig it. So that was encouraging.
Exactly. America has spoken.
Right. He said his first day in office, the first thing that's going to happen is the largest deportation in American history. Now, I believe when Donald Trump says something like that, it's ready to rock and roll. He's not just going to sit down and start going through and saying this one goes, this one goes, this one goes, this one goes. He's got it planned out. The trucks are going to pull up. Immigration and Customs is going to pick up a truckload of people, take them somewhere, put their asses on a plane, and fly them out of here. And I can only hope that he does that. But I've also said Obama got screwed when he brought the Muslim refugees here. He brought tons of them, supported them, did everything he could, hoping they were going to elect Hillary Clinton. And what the hell did they do? They voted for Donald Trump. And I got to imagine that if these 40 million people are here illegally, even if somehow they get to vote and it's legal, they're not going to want to leave here. So they'll vote for Trump because they don't want Biden anymore because Biden's an idiot. And eventually all the things that Biden promised them were going to get taken away from him anyway. But
You know what? It's funny because
Go ahead, Ray.
now Trump. Now it's funny because now Trump gonna be able to do whatever he want to do. America gonna be like, "Hey, do it, Trump. You want the wall building, Trump? You want to deport these motherfuckers? Take them out, Trump." See, that's just how God works. I hope He allows me the privilege of being able to see Him really truly get America back on the right course. Because yeah, Trump, he does things huge. So I don't know what his first agendas are going to be because he's got a lot of them. But I tell you one thing. If I seen a player on a team and he was hitting 50 to 60 home runs for a certain team, and then all of a sudden he went up for free agency, you bet your ass I'm signing him because I know what I'm getting. The American people know what they're getting. They're getting exactly what they want from Trump. And with that comes Trump's power to do whatever he wants to do, because the American people have tasted and they don't like what they've tasted. They was eating steak under Trump and they got down to bologna sandwiches and hot dogs under Biden. And they don't like it. They don't like it. Everything that he reversed on Trump is coming back ×2 on steroids with the backing of the American people. Do you know how bad these black people want these illegals out of their neighborhoods in the inner cities?
Wow.
This had to happen. I tell people all the time, this had to happen in order to do something so massive. Damn, I'm good. In order to do something such on a mass scale, which will actually change the civilization of America's fundamental existence as we know it, this had to take place. People had to see the wickedness that can be done to them, because the stuff that's getting ready to happen to them, if it was going to happen and this stuff wasn't out there, America wouldn't stand for it. They'd be like, "Oh, ain't no way in hell you can do this to these people." But see, now they're like, "Oh, please do it. Please do it, and do it fast. Why didn't you do it 2 weeks ago?" But everything is done in its own time. American people had to know what was going on before the mass exodus of all of these career-long corrupt tomb dwellers. That's what I call them, tomb dwellers, because they've been in there so long. They ain't going in the grave, they're going into the tomb. They ancient. And yeah. I've always
if they need a tombstone, they should get a hold of Ichabod Palmer.
Half of them look chiseled. Half of them look like they chiseled. And look at the faces on them people. Nancy Pelosi. Look at the Lord. What would they look like without makeup? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. Matter of fact, what I do want to think of is good evening, Karen Hackley, our buddy down in Texas, who has been watching Boogie with the Bull for a long time and is active in all of our groups. Very happy to see you here, and yeah, very happy to see you here, Karen. I'm glad that you are here. And Sweet Me thinks that I love Joe Biden and that I voted for Joe Biden, and well, no, that's wrong. But what can I say? And
I want to see who Trump's going to pick for his VP. I am very intrigued. He's dragging us along too long.
William Rayfield. William Rayfield.
What?
He's talking. Dave, he's talking. Who do you think Trump's going to pick for his VP?
William Rayfield.
You think Trump's going to pick? Yeah, I think that's awesome.
No. See, Trump needs me right here. He needs me right here bringing the
press secretary. William Rayfield.
No, I got to be here when the chaos breaks out, because they're not going. The Democrats are going to be. It's going to be like a scene out of that guy who gets 5 consecutive life terms, and all of a sudden he want to jump over the table at the judge and shit with all the sheriffs in the courtroom. That's the reaction of the Democrats. They just gonna lose their mind when they realize what's literally about to happen to them, because right now they got a notion it can happen, but hey, it's like when you're standing looking down off a 14-story building and you look down and you like, man, you know, it looks scary. But when you jump and you halfway down, you really know it's the end. And that's where they at. They know they've jumped off the building, and right now they free falling.
Free fall.
They know
Good
they're about
call.
to hit the ground. They free falling right now.
Right.
And they thinking the more shit they throw out their pockets and the lighter they get, the wind just gonna pick them up or something. I don't know, but there ain't nothing that's gonna save them, bro. There ain't nothing that's gonna save them. Nothing. You know why? Because the truth is out there.
The truth
Now
will
we
set
know.
you free. The truth
Now
will
we
set
know.
you free.
That's
Democrats are disgusted. People I
Yep.
know are disgusted.
They
See,
are.
well, because probably people I know, they know what it's like to be like, they like, why ain't this man in jail? I'm like, now you see what I've been trying to tell you for 3 years? It got to hit some people on different levels. Criminals, they can relate to what the hell going on now. Now they can relate because they're like, wait a minute. I'm no rocket scientist or nothing like that, but I've been dealing with the court systems for enough years to know they just produce evidence on this motherfucker. Wait a minute. And he walking out the courtroom? Now, if that had been me, see, that's what they saying. Now, if that had been me, and that's all I wanted.
Go ahead,
Wow.
Jen.
Nothing. He's right. It's crazy what's going on. But I found the funniest meme I was gonna post, but I didn't get a chance to yet today. But I shall.
Okay,
And
I'm sorry. I got to do this, Ray. I'm jettisoning the YouTube. The comments in the live chat are just getting. I'm sorry. They're getting offensive, and I don't want them.
Why do you keep talking about it? And anyway, I'm not even hooked up, so I don't know.
It's about me. I can't see it. It's okay.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's just people being rude for the sake of being rude, and there's just no reason for it. So
I can't see it, so it never
Okay.
happened. Don't worry. You just get rid of it or block them. Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got it.
no, they're
Anyhow,
gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. The
the
YouTube
very
channel that they're on is not connected any longer. Go ahead.
the very
Jen.
thing that the left is fighting against, like for example, saying that, oh, look at Trump, all of those 91 indictments, and one of them is because he overvalued his property in New York. But then if you look at the flip side, what are the Dems doing? Hunter Biden is selling overvaluated finger paintings to undisclosed buyers for how much? $250,000. It's like, would you stop it? I think they are focusing. It's called projection. You project what you're doing onto the enemy. So they're doing to Trump exactly what they're experiencing with Hunter. And so
But big time
it's all a
investors,
joke.
big time investors like Kevin O'Leary, the head shark on Shark Tank, said this is how real estate investors work with banks.
Right.
They undervalue one piece of property so they can overvalue another piece of property so that they get the loan that they need. They go into a bank, they want to borrow $1 trillion, and they're going to pay $500 million or $500 billion in interest. The bank gets their $1 trillion that they borrowed, their half $500 billion in interest, and everybody's happy. Nobody has lost any money.
And it even gets more technical than that, because you say, okay, I want to borrow $1 trillion. It's not like the bank just says, all right, man, here's $1 trillion. The bank's like, well, wait a minute. Let me send my people out there to go over and estimate and evaluate the assets of what you're saying to be true, and we can talk from there. And they might come back and say, well, listen, you said $1 trillion. I had my people go out there. We say about 750. Can you use 750? You know, but
Of course he
When
can,
you know-
because
when
of
you
course
know
he
it's
can, because
bank,
when he pays that $750 billion back, the next time he goes in and says I need $1.5 trillion, they're going to loan him $1.5 trillion
but
because they know they're going to make it back. Go ahead, Ray.
bro, we living in retarded times right now. People don't think, but people thinking now. People think. Because even New Yorkers, I mean, I don't know what it took or what it takes, but they like, wait a minute. Other than Letitia James, where the victim at? Who do you
Who's
do wrong?
complaining? Right.
Wait a minute, because the bank said they want to do more business. Wait a minute. See, common sense will always rule the day. You know, lies don't win. My grandmother taught me that a long time ago. You know what happens when you tell your first lie? You got to tell your second lie to cover up the first lie. You got to tell your third lie to cover up the second. And
Right.
it gets old after a while, but the truth can go to eternity, bro. I can take the truth 10 years. Can you still carry that same life verbatim, word for word, for the next 10 years?
Wow.
No, you can't do that.
They
So
can't.
it
They
just
can't.
takes a while for the lie to crack.
Mhm.
But it does eventually. It will never. Man, come on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry Randy got all upset, but you know.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Randy, I love you, brother. With your
Randy-
Confederate flag and all. I love you.
Randy's back in the live chat. He wants to know something about pizza and bagels. He said he'll be happy to take William Wardfield's apology if he shows up with pizza and bagels the next time he's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. No. What's with pizza and bagel business in New York getting shut down across the city? I don't know.
Randy, why are you gonna leave the show and then come back and type? See, that don't make
Because
no
he's
sense.
hungry for pizza.
He's hungry. He wanted pizza and bagels.
Pizza bagels.
I mean, I pissed you off that much you just couldn't stand to look at me no more. I mean,
Oh,
obviously
please.
he's still with the show. He just didn't want to see my ugly face. That's okay. Hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings.
If we were talking about ugly faces, then this would be me on my
Oh,
Boogie with
Dave,
the Bull
stop.
podcast. My face would be covered.
Are you trying to be racist? Are you trying to go white face on me?
Oh my gosh.
Is that like
That's
supposed to be a Klan outlet? Is that what's that? It's number white.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
funny. Yeah.
It's only because I haven't figured out how to play with StreamYard to put something over that cameo that people want to see.
You look better than
more
the
than they want to see
cameo.
my
Hey,
face.
Dave, I'm getting big time like you. My coffee mugs finally came in, yo.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
got you beat with this. We got you beat. The Boogie with the Bull mug is almost a year old.
Oh, I love
And
those.
and I've been telling people it's $10 for the mug and it's $10 to have it shipped. My wife came up with a better scheme. It's $20 and it includes free postage.
Oh,
Wow.
she's so smart. That's good. Yeah.
I'm not
That's
gonna
how
tell you
you
how much.
make
I'm not gonna tell you how much
money.
mine are. 'Cause I don't want
I
people
only-
to think you're a crook.
We're not no. We get them from a place that makes them one at a time. They're on the
Print
second
on
floor.
demand.
They're on the
Print.
second floor of where Bill Muckler gets his books printed one at a time.
Oh, that's why
No.
I get a better deal. I buy bulk.
Yeah, I can buy bulk and get them at I think I can get them at $4 a piece, and then I have to figure out the rest. But I'm the only one who ever wanted a ceramic mug anyway. Most people want travel mugs, and we're still working on them.
Yeah, I want to do some water squeezy bottles for the summer.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Jenn Wooddruf's your gal to talk to. She probably has some vendor that can do it.
Yeah.
Randy Griesenbeck really is the vendor. He knows everybody. To
Oh,
get all of
really?
that stuff, but I have no idea where he is. He fell off the face of the earth. Actually, I heard he went over to TikTok and became a real successful pole dancer.
Oh, come on. Don't tell us.
Randy Griesenbeck went over to TikTok.
It's a joke.
No,
He's not.
he's still here. He's under a different name, Dallas Wiley.
Oh, okay. I knew he was using Randy Harrison for a while.
He's under Dallas Wiley now, Owl Entertainment. Y'all can. So if y'all are,
I know. He's got Night Owl Entertainment. That I know is him too.
But yeah, he's back on Facebook now.
But
yeah,
you'll have to.
people losing their mind on TikTok, man. I can't believe it. It's only an app. But you know what? It just reminds me the mind control that people can really have over you when they're interjecting something into your brain. It's like coffee. It's like me waking up in the morning and Lord, don't let my coffee pot be broke.
Nope.
That's it's a national security problem. My coffee pot
It's
is broke.
important.
Red alert. We running red lights to get to Walmart, all kind of shit. I mean, I'm
Oh,
trying to
that's
get a
funny.
escort to Dunkin' Donuts to get me a cup of coffee. Y'all know I'm only playing, but y'all get the gist of it. China has got us hooked on their food. They got us hooked on their app. I mean, they got us hooked on their cars. I mean, hell.
Randy Rose just sent me a message on Messenger and said that we couldn't get over his being the best looking face on the broadcast, so that's why
we're not going to intercede for Randy. If Randy wants to speak, he can bring his ass back on the show.
Well, he wrote it. He did send a statement, but unfortunately it would cover the whole screen, so I'm not gonna.
Well, you can't be a middleman. Randy, come back. I'll be nice.
It's
sound
entered.
Like Dave starting to show off. I'll behave.
It's entered in the testimony.
Did you enter it into the testimony?
It's entered into the live chat testimony. Yes.
Okay, well, you know
Hi, Donna.
with your live chat, stuff is starting to disappear like the Biden administration. Oh, so here's a coinky dinky.
Okay.
So really, my man got a $230 million lawsuit going against Boeing. He already came out and blew the whistle on him, so he's getting ready to collect a big payday. Why? Oh, why? All of a sudden, would he just go and blow his brains out? It doesn't make no sense. Just 6 days after he testified in the smaller court and was supposed to go and whistle blow it to the whole world, he decided he didn't want the $230 million or whatever they were going to settle for. He just decided he'd write him a little note, put it in the car, and blow his brains out. See, people wonder why Robert Hur, did the special report. People wonder why he didn't prosecute Joe Biden.
Wow.
Earlier, you mess around with the wrong people, you liable to come up missing.
Clinton side, right?
So he put
sad.
the information out there, and he said, "Yo, I'm trying to go on vacation with my family when this is all done. I'm trying to leave this alone, but here's the information y'all need to lock these old sons of bitches up. Joe Biden did willfully retain and classified information. That's all you needed. Here you go, on a silver golden platter for you. Now I'm out."
Yep.
Wow.
So, $240 million lawsuit. He was going to win, so they was going to settle even $100 million. And 6 days after he talked to the small people, and he getting ready to go talk to the big people, he decided he want to blow his brains out. Now, I'm not saying, the news is saying something is kind of fishy here. So if you want to know the whole scoop, you already know what you got to do. Tune into the Patriots Live tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
I can't give you everything, but I will give you bits and pieces.
That's
Coincidence?
Coincidence.
What you say?
Coincidence.
What you say?
No. That was
No,
it's
no.
so obvious.
was,
It's ridiculous.
That was Clinton Gate in action.
Right.
Dave, you got me bringing out all my bulletin points over here. I'm not going into
We're
the
not
details.
supposed to do this. Till
No, you're
tomorrow.
not. No. You're not supposed to give us. You're only supposed to give us the
Well, you gotta
potatoes. But save the meat and gravy. Save the meat and gravy for tomorrow night.
It was a teaser.
Teaser. Give him a teaser. Yeah, give him a teaser.
Well, that's what I come here for. I come because I miss my peoples, and I want love the lovely conversation we have. And I just come to bring you a little actual and factual. Just dip your toe in the water just a little bit. I don't put your whole foot in it. I just dip your toe. If you want to go swimming, you know where to tune in tomorrow night.
That's
That's
right.
fun.
That's right. You tune in tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock when we drink coffee and remember Red Friday.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Red Fox. Drink coffee and remember Red Fox.
No, drink coffee and remember everyone deployed on
Right.
Friday.
R-E-D.
We're ready. R-E-D.
And now, oh my goodness, I can't keep hitting you with my bulletin points. So.
You have to be like Jenn and send me the bulletin points and then
So,
mark it. Type under them. Don't talk about this one.
That's what makes me, and this what makes you. You do you, I do me. But anyway, so now it look like old Mr. DeSantis down in Florida is getting ready to pull a Greg Abbott. And what do I mean by that? You already know what you got to do. Tune in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
There seems to be rumors going around. I read all over Facebook today, so I don't know how true they are.
I don't want. Okay, no rumors. Let me give you a little bit.
Evidently, Haiti is aiming for the shores of Florida.
Well, this is it. Breaking. The Haitian government has been overthrown. They've sent 2,500 U.S. Marines to guard the U.S. embassy and also try to get out any. Now, for the life of me, like they've been saying all day, what the hell are Americans doing there? We don't know. But anyway, we're trying to get them out as we speak. But it has come to be known that their jails are empty. It's mass exodus. They have overthrown. So Mr. DeSantis is getting ready to secure his border. Secure the border. We might be getting an executive order or something shortly in the next couple of days because he's not patrolling the border. He don't want to deal with the situation and then have it build up and lead up. So he's getting ready to hit the hammer on the head and just nail that shit shut. And it's gonna be a shock for some people because see, Abbott, he kind of got everybody. He eased it in. He kind of see DeSantis is getting because Texas and Florida are different. DeSantis got those rich white folk down there in Florida that he got dealing with in those retirement communities and shit, and they already on him. So yeah, he about to because they don't want them people to know. But yeah, we're about to have another border issue.
Political commentator Randy Rhodes wants to know, will the federal government provide gray ships to protect the Florida coastline against the cannibals on the way from Haiti, which is what I had just started to ask. But
no,
I did read that supposedly that they are gunning for the Florida shores. I didn't hear what DeSantis had done.
You gotta always go into the underlayment of what's going on. See, Haiti and America have a, what do you call it? An asylum agreement. See, do you know what that means?
Yeah, they can come.
That means that they already have an agreement. If you're coming over here, we're going to check you out for asylum. We not there, that's the process. You've made it. You here. We got you. Now let's see. See, it's different than people coming across trying to claim asylum and then maybe they get it. No, you from Haiti? Oh no, we got you. You got asylum already. You get across the water or whatever. No, we got that. We got that hookup for you. Big difference because they know. They know if they get here, it's good. That's crazy.
Okay, but then the question comes to mind: say 40 million Haitians who automatically get asylum show up at the door of the United States of America in Florida, and they bang on the door. They automatically get in. Does that mean they're going to displace the 40 million illegal immigrants that are already here?
No. See, that is why he's fortifying his border. Yeah, you coming. Oh, but there's going to be a process. You just ain't freely walking across and we can't do nothing because our federal government, not state, our federal government has an agreement with Haiti? No. So we shutting it down, and now however long it takes is however long it takes. That's just another bureaucracy fight that we're going to hear in the news. Well, we need 1 million agents down here to process these people. What are you going to do? Have encampments? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet because the intelligence that's being brought to me hasn't gotten to me.
I'm
low on the food chain here.
Right.
It's breaking, but when it gets to me, it's really not breaking. It's already broke. So,
but wouldn't the people that they need to process all of these people coming in, if they all showed up here from Haiti tomorrow, wouldn't those be the same people that sit at the desks that process Title 42 people that they picked up that got here and came in illegally? And because Biden shut off Title 42, there ain't going to be anybody there to process.
No. Just no. The state, DeSantis is taking charge. What DeSantis can't control is the agreement that we got with Haiti. He's like, okay, we got the fucking agreement. It is what it is. But this is what I'm doing. What's within my power? I'm securing my borders.
Yeah.
And y'all getting processed.
Right.
How y'all like that?
Process.
Y'all got to stay in the jungle for 2 months until we get you through. See, I don't know how to process. He might hire his own. What I would imagine my man
Ron is going to do is he's going to process all of those people one by one as they come out of the water here, and in the middle of the night he's going to put them on a bus and take them back up to Barack Obama's place in on Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts.
I don't know because you know what? I mean, he might build concentration camps, bro. I don't know what the results are gonna be.
Yeah, I know.
Because I try not to step out the box because anything is possible. But what I do know is with the agreement that is in place, they coming. Now, whether he put them all out in the field under 800 billion tents, hey, we seen them build tent cities. We know if they can do it. So we can have tent cities all over the place down in Florida.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, that's just what those people saying in those retirement communities. They like, no, we're not having that.
Although we could use someone from Haiti on the Boogie with the Bull anchor desk to at least let us know the factual about what's going on, about what's coming here, and then at least help us on broadcast when we're discussing it. Because
go find you a Haitian from Haiti and invite them to the broadcast.
I thought everyone in Haiti is registered Democrat and is employed by the Clinton Foundation.
No, I wanted to know, Ray, have you heard anything about the White House being charged with elder abuse? I read an article about that, a few of them, and even Jill is getting in trouble for this. It's getting obvious. You need to stop the elder abuse. It came right out on the tails of Durr's report. Whose report? Hers report. Hers report on his cognitive ability. All of a sudden, the White House is going to get charged with elder abuse. And I love that because we've been saying that since the beginning, haven't we, Dave? It's elder abuse.
Amen. No, I haven't heard about that, but I would hope and pray that that's true.
Well, I mean, the rumors are that every day at 4:00 he takes a nap, and I don't think it's he takes a nap. I think he goes to bed at 4:00.
Yeah.
I think
he may not fall asleep until 9:00, but he's in his pajamas watching The Simpsons on TV and. Maybe has a bowl of ice cream, and then by 8, 9 o'clock, he's in bed sleeping. I want to know how they got him awake and into the House chamber. And at near the last half hour or so is when he really started screaming and showing any kind of emotion as a president. Not a lot of it was jibber jabber, but I mean, at least he was, he was pounding his fist on the desk and pointing and yelling at people and putting up with the hecklers and yelling back at the hecklers.
Well, hey, Dave, one thing.
Shit, it takes me 3 cups of coffee in the morning before I can do that.
Before I can yell at
somebody, an elderly person like that, and you might be able to understand what I'm talking about. When you're using the anger emotion trigger, you can be how you want to be. My great grandfather, God rest his soul, he would have a hard times in his elderly age, but when we did something wrong and he wanted to yell at us to get us to stop, oh, yo, cut that out. Oh shit. Okay, we heard
knew.
that.
Right.
So when Papa get angry, he can build up energy
Oh yeah.
to,
Oh yeah.
to,
It's a
to
massive.
project that
It's a
anger that
massive.
he has, because he doesn't
Well,
have to think about it. He
It's a
doesn't have to think
massive.
about it.
It's a massive release of
Yeah.
dopamine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
natural. It's
Yeah,
natural.
it's a natural
so
release of dopamine, and you charge your batteries right up.
now him standing there still and quiet is what gets him. He can't do that because then he falls
No.
asleep. But if he can be angry and yell at
Yeah.
you and know he getting some ice cream after he does a good job at it. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
But Jen's right. I mean, are they going to go out when he's not president anymore? Are they going to go after Jill for?
Anything's possible. Because she's putting that old man through the ringer. And if he dies, they could literally hold her accountable for murder or some shit, accessory to murderers, because she drove him into the grave. Hell, he got one foot in there. But I got a question, and then the queen will be home momentarily. But I got a question.
Yep. Okay.
Which one is it? Is Papa incompetent, which means he can't be president? Or can we prosecute Papa for treason and misdemeanor? It can't be both ways, America.
Well, no. I think the Democrats are hoping, and Jen will probably agree. I think the Democrats are hoping that he doesn't get prosecuted because they use a dementia whatever it is, a dementia. They plea, like insanity. But in the old days, they used to take you and say, okay, well, you're not competent to stand trial now, but you're going to go live at this local nice insane asylum until we declare that you're competent to stand trial, at which time we'll decide whether or not we're ever going to try you. But, you're not going to be out and about being the president of the United States anymore. You're going to be at home, be in a nice home where, you learn maybe how to get through all of this, or that doesn't happen anymore.
But with all that being said, he's either incompetent, which means he can't. I'm talking about as of tomorrow morning. This is what should be as of tomorrow morning. I mean, because they've told us everything we need to know, American people. He's either incompetent and he can't be held accountable for what he's done, which means he can't be president, or he can be held and tried for treason and high crimes misdemeanors. Which one is it? Why do we have to go into Monday morning quarterbacking to figure this question out? It's very simple. It's very simple. And go ahead, Jen.
Randy Rhodes and I always said they tell us what they're going to do before they do it. And then they do. And we act so surprised, like, oh my gosh, another box of ballots. However, this is the one thing they did say, and I'm telling you, I'm waiting for it. Bobulinski, who was during the Clinton administration, he's a friend of the Bidens. He's always been a Democrat. And he said to Tucker Carlson in an interview, when was this? Before 2016? I don't know. But anyways, he said in an interview, whatever happens with Biden, it was after that. It was probably before 2020. He says, whatever happens, they're going to claim plausible deniability. And Tucker Carlson stopped and he said, say that again. And he said, plausible deniability. And basically, whatever he does, he's old and stupid and they pardon it. They cannot try him for treason. As much as we're like, hey, look at Article 4, Section 4. That is an invasion. It is not newcomers. They're invaders. They're illegals. He even said it twice in the State of the Union address, illegal. And if they get tried on it, he's going to say plausible deniability. His
No.
lawyer will say it was no big deal.
But
They're not.
but he can't on that because he's been retaining these records since he was a senator. So he was in full competence.
He knew what you're
time. When
You're
he talked to his ghostwriter, he told his ghost he knew he had the secret the classified documents. So we're not it's not going to be a debate on whether he knew what he was doing, because he knew what he was doing as vice president, and he knowingly and willfully did it as senator for the past 47 years. So we're not including, and that's what they want to get you focused on, is the last 4 years of his mental capacity.
It's what I call dementia mindset, and the dementia mindset is that we did almost a 2-hour broadcast tonight. 15 minutes after we're done, I won't remember most of it, other than I had a great time and it was a good broadcast. I mean, I might remember that I yelled at people in the live chat, but I do that every night anyway.
I bet you Jen will know. Jen, who is the gangster that they went down in Florida and they got him out of his little condo, and he had his glasses on and he was in his Harvey something? What was his name? He was a mafia guy, but he ran from the law. He was gone for like 25, 30 years. And he went undercover. I'll bring it up because I'm going to do a show on it. But yeah, they went down to Florida, didn't kick the door in, but man, they SWAT and everything. What is his name?
I'll ask Bill Buckler.
He was a mafia guy, and he ran.
Bill Buckler will probably know.
He ran from the well, he's been running for 20 years, and they surrounded him down in Florida. Yeah. At an old retirement home, him and his wife. He was like 84 years old. Mm-hmm. So you can be convicted of the crimes that you committed just because you got dementia now. That just means you get a window seat. That's all that means is you get a nice window seat with some flowers outside in front of your window.
But what most people don't understand is dementia, the effects that I have, which are probably the same effects that he has, is you can't remember now.
Okay.
But I can be sitting and talking with my wife and clearly remember something that happened 40 years ago before I even met my wife, exactly how it happened.
Wow.
Like it just happened. So there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to be very careful on how they question him, because they're going to want to pose everything. Do you remember when this happened? Because remember, he got upset, wickedly upset, when they all accused him of not being able to remember when Bo, his son, died.
Right.
And he said, I can clearly remember the day. I can tell you everything about it. Because that's where the cognitive difficulty goes. You don't remember what's going on in the moment. You remember where you were. Right. You remember where you were in the past.
Wow.
It's like, I can tell everybody now, I enjoy doing Boogie with the Bull broadcast because 40 years ago, I was doing radio and I was having the time of my life. And this is as close to doing radio as I can be. But so I really want to say, I think he's playing us. I think he's over his head, and the people that are handling him are over their heads because they want us to think that he is this crazy guy, and that's what they've programmed him to think that he is. But I don't for a moment believe that he does not remember what he did as a senator, what he did as a vice president, and then turned it in when he was a president. Because I think the only reason he turned himself in as a president is because Trump had just gotten investigated, and most of it he got away with because he really didn't do anything wrong.
Right. Well, that's why. That's the only reason.
And this, right? But a lot of it is this big race. It's a race between Biden to prove that he was better than Trump. So, Trump got nailed he thinks Trump got nailed and busted for stealing classified documents. So Biden, to be one better than Trump, had to, realize I got all this stuff now as president, and they're hassling.
But Dave, we can't really put it in that context when he was set up. So Biden doesn't have the mindset where he thinks he's got to up one on Trump. I mean, he already knew everything that was going to happen to Trump. Right. I mean, so at least I can't see it being used in that context, because Trump still did nothing wrong. So right. It's not. So he did nothing wrong. Right. They're making this up. So
I don't believe that Biden is as demented as they are saying he is.
Jenn said it earlier. They project exactly right. What they're doing. They're projecting on Trump. So when you say that he's doing something to make it, less than or compared to Trump, no, because Trump never did anything wrong. He's just doing that Joe's just doing that to make it look good. And I think Joe is going through a dementia problem. He's very old. He's very frail.
He is.
We need to pray for him. But we also need to get out of the other team's locker room. This ain't what this is about. This is about this man taking classified documents when he was senator and vice president. Right. So I don't care what they try to say. See, I notice a lot of people spend too much time on the opposition spin. We can't spend too much time on the opposition spin, because then that fucks up your spin. Just keep.
Right. No, he's guilty of doing what he did when he was a senator or when he was vice president.
That's it.
And as far as I'm concerned, waiting until he was president of the United States to turn himself in. Thinking that because he's president.
He had to, because he got busted.
Okay. Then, then what should have happened. I don't think he is. Yeah, there is dementia. There is a feeble old man, but I don't think he is as totally feeble and totally demented as they're telling us that he is. I think
Dave, do you see the way he walks around? The constant way his face. He can't even close his mouth. Dave, it's sad to watch him walk around. Okay. That's not the normal, natural look of a health.
Okay.
Thank God he's not drooling. Oh my God. I know the name you asked for.
No, Dave. No.
El Chapo. No. Was it El Chapo?
My wife.
No, El Chapo was the guy from Mexico who's
my wife does in-home health care. She deals with a lot of different types of people. That man is not. He thanks God every time he can go home and go lay down. He's like, damn, they done with me. Thank you, Lord. I mean, just look at the expression on his face.
Wow.
He's not there no more.
No, I understand.
No, you don't. You just said,
well,
okay. All right.
I think he's playing. He's playing. I think he's playing with us as well. I don't know how the level of how he is playing, aside from how his handlers are telling him how to play.
He's lying. He's lying to us. That's what he's doing. He ain't got a problem. He'll come straight out, look you right in the face, and be like, "Really, honestly, truly, take my word for it." Yeah.
Him saying in a speech, well, I was talking to. Well, he did say at a press conference, he said, I was talking with Netanyahu and about what was going on in Israel and Gaza, and then I was talking to the president of Mexico about it.
Sisi.
Now, right, but what I think happened is he remembers that on that day he was talking to Netanyahu about Israel, and later that day he was talking to Sisi about Mexico, and that brain just says, well, okay, I remember I was talking to Netanyahu, and then
Short
I was
wires.
talking to
Are you
Sisi,
really,
but
are
they
you really
were
trying to give him
together.
a pass? Are you
I'm
really
not giving him a pass. I'm just saying I know how some of the mind works.
This is the same man that came out on his last speech and told his followers to send him to Congress.
Right. As far as where
He said, send me straight to Congress.
Where I'm at now is the man broke the law when he was a senator. He broke the law when he was a vice president. He broke the law as president when he talked to his ghostwriter and his spirit gave things to his ghostwriter. I don't care if he's demented and he can't get out of bed. They got to shovel cattle.
Don't get defensive, Dave.
I'm just saying, I don't care if he's demented and they got to shove a cattle prod and turn it up to 500 volts every day up his ass to get him out of bed and function.
Right.
He broke the law. He needs to be tried and get his day in court.
That's right.
Because everybody gets his day in court, and some judge may say, no, you're not guilty, and send him on his way. That's how life in America works. But he needs to answer for if they sit him down to testify and they say, do you remember when you had this stuff in your office as senator and you took it home with you? Do you remember how these documents ended up in the glove box of your Corvette? Do you remember how this stuff ended up in your sock drawer? Odds are he's going to be able to tell you, yeah, because my experience of 2.5 years of dementia is that's how your brain works.
Well,
I can't.
He already threw people under the bus. The shit in his garage, he said his staff put in there. He had, put, like she said, plausible deniability. But we're not falling for it. Tell me whatever you want.
The problem that I don't understand is that he left the White House and he took stuff with him. When Trump left the White House, the Government Services Administration went in and packed up the entire Oval Office and everything that Trump was going to take. They packed it up, they sealed it, they put it out on the curb. A GSA truck came and picked it up, and they drove it to Florida, or got it somehow to Florida. It had to be the same thing with Biden. Biden's people just didn't show up at the White House with a U-Haul truck and throw all these boxes into it and leave. And if they did, well, then they need to be busted too. I don't really care or want to hear about dementia and whatever because, physically, mentally, he's not able to do the job. He should have been removed. The way you do that is the vice president pulls the 25th Amendment. The cabinet secretaries by majority vote whether or not they think he's capable of continuing, and they didn't do that. The vice president didn't do that. She should be brought up on some kind of charges. You knew the man wasn't capable of doing the job. You know what the rule book says you do. You didn't do it. But all I'm saying is, I guess I'm at a point where I don't care about whether or not the man is insane or not, because the issue isn't, are you insane now? The issue is when you did this, you did this. Even if you were insane back then, you did this. We know you did this. We have evidence that shows that you did this. Plus, you had us come back and take everything that you weren't supposed to have. You can't then just sweep it under the rug because your attorney general, who runs the Justice Department, weaponized it and said, oh, no, you're a feeble old man. You can't do this. No. If they're not going to try him on any of this until he is no longer president. That's why it's imperative that he does not win the November election. Because if he wins the November election, he's got another 4 years because he's president to hide from all of this. And odds are, I hate to say this, Joe, and it's probably rude, but you'll probably be dead sometime during that second term. And then you have to go talk to God about it.
Wow.
But this is what really bothers me. It's like it's the crutch of being able to say I'm mentally ill today, so I'm not responsible for what I did 40 years ago when I wasn't mentally ill. Because it was illegal then, and it was illegal even if he was mentally ill.
Yeah, I haven't heard too many criminals getting off on that.
Right, and I bet 40 years ago, if he said, I'm mentally ill, I have no idea what I did, he would have ended up in jail anyway, at the least.
Wow, he did the crime. He should pay the time.
I'm not asking, like I said to you last night, William, and I've said to Jen or other people on broadcast, I'm not asking for him to be put up against a wall at Gitmo or get a noose put around his neck at Gitmo. I just want him convicted of the things that he did and either put in prison to serve the time, which is probably going to be longer than has left. Anyway.
Okay, I got it. You know, when I bring action to factual, I don't feel at ease. Whitey Bulger, Whitey Bulger.
Yep.
Outran the law for 19 years. Outran the FBI for 19 years. They wouldn't caught his old ass down in Florida. See, so it's the same thing with this is about what you done.
Right.
Not your mental capacity right now.
Oh,
because I'm like, wait a minute, who is this man I keep talking about?
Whitey was an old man. And maybe acting like an old man. But Whitey clearly knew everything he did.
Well, Joe knew everything he did.
And part of Whitey's defense, which I don't know how much it helped him, is that Whitey evidently was an FBI informant at one time, and his handler got busted for that, and I may still be in jail for all I know. But Whitey's brother, Billy Bulger, was a big guy in Massachusetts politics as well. So, I mean, you know, and they followed Whitey for a long time, and they had all kinds of evidence on Whitey that he couldn't get it, that he couldn't talk his way from. And I think
same thing with Joe. He ain't gonna be able to talk his way out of it.
Right. And Whitey just probably was, 80-something years old. I don't leave my apartment very often. When I do, it's at times when no one sees me. The people that live in the apartment building that I'm in think I'm just a sweet old man who stays by himself with his wife. They thought it was I wouldn't be surprised to hear that that Whitey and his, I don't know if she was married to him or not, but Whitey and his longtime woman friend, I wouldn't be surprised if they were the grandparents of every kid in that apartment building and they babysat those kids.
Well, the same thing's about to happen to Sleepy Joe. You want this? They're gonna come after him for crimes he committed back in the day.
Wow.
Right.
But without authority, I've told people this for years. Without authority, we can't do nothing but watch the picture show and enjoy it.
Pop some corn and hope that we understand it.
That's all. I mean, we see what it's like when there are no adults in the classroom. We see what it's like when put it this way. We see what it's like under 4 years of Joe Biden's president. Put it that way. People, they now know. They now have something they can feel. That's all it took. They needed to see. So, with 75 to 80% of the country saying they hate this administration and the trajectory that they have us on, unless Robert F. Kennedy miraculously turns into his uncle, there's only one person that they're gonna vote for, and that's just common sense. I don't know why people.
Robert F. Kennedy can turn into his father, turn into his uncle.
JFK.
Ted.
Oh,
well, his other uncle, Ted. Ted should never have been elected president because of Chappaquiddick. The car that went into the river, he saved himself, and by the time they got back to the car, she was dead.
Oh man, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened, but
watch out what you say.
No. The car went off. It's common out. The car went off the road and plunged into water. He got out, saved himself, I believe, went to go get help. And by the time they got back, the car, she was dead. And people always ask, why didn't you, when you got yourself out of the car, why didn't you get her out of the car?
Did another female die on the Kennedy property under the watch of another Kennedy?
That I do not
under
know.
Under the young one.
I know. When JFK Jr.'s plane crashed, his wife,
Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Then
his wife died in the plane crash.
Yeah, but somebody on it,
because people talk every day that JFK is still alive, that they saw him, they had meetings with him, so I don't know. I don't know what to believe there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, William, but that is, I have to research that. They did a movie on that. It was 1400 Pennsylvania. Is that right? 1600 or 1400? But they did a movie on that. That's exactly what happened. A woman passed away in there, and it sounded so familiar, like it did happen under the Kennedy watch. And they call it the Kennedy curse because every Kennedy has these terrible things happen.
Right.
And so it's very possible. I do not know.
Yeah.
It was Mary Richardson Kennedy. She May 2012 died of an accidental overdose after being found unresponsive at the Kennedy compound in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But when you got these big names and you know too much shit, and that's why I'm just glad I'm just a poor black boy in Tennessee. I don't know too much. I know a little bit about the actual and factual, but I don't know enough for them to come looking for me. But
Boogie with the bull, poor little black boy. Yeah, Boogie with the bull, poor little black boy, Tennessee anchor person.
And they got the new saying out: if you see something, say something. I'll be damned. No.
Yeah.
See, that's a quick way for them to get. Yeah.
It should be if you see something, don't be careful who you say it to, and if you do, make sure HRC doesn't find out.
You better mind your business. That's what you better do. Hey, because they got us everywhere.
Right.
They do. All right, folks, we got to wrap this one down. So, William, if you want to tell people where they will see you next.
Well, y'all already know. Come hang out with your boy tomorrow night, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time.
Usually I can't. Usually everybody's in bed by 9:00.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other millions and millions around the world.
Maybe Jenn can.
Yeah.
Jenn's always got an open invitation. I don't know. I was like, I haven't seen Jenn in a long time. I wonder if her husband like, yo, you ain't doing no more shows with that black guy, man. Nah, y'all have too much fun on that.
No, oh my God, no.
No, I like having you on, Ray, as I said recently, because I don't mind being corrected by you, because I learned something when I'm corrected by you, and we have.
You really in trouble. If you take my correctness as some type of fact. Oh shit!
No. But I mean, I laugh and it's fun, as opposed to
because you I really don't know half the shit I'm talking about. I just talk.
I don't either. I just.
No, it's all good. No, we just got really busy in life. We got really busy. Jesse's
I know. I was just joking with you, Jenn. They always asking about where's the homeschooling mom at?
Oh, that was so fun. Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm scrolling through articles in the morning, deciding whether or not I'm going to include them on the morning caffeine broadcast, and I have to go. Well, Jenn wouldn't want that one covered. Then I look at this. Oh yeah, Jenn said that one's okay.
Oh, you're funny. Yeah.
And then I'll go live, and I can't remember which one I said. Jenn, the one I bring up is the one that Jenn wouldn't have. That Jenn would have said, forget that one.
Oh, you're funny. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone for watching. This was a lot of fun.
It was
very
a lot of fun.
informative, and to the haters, bless you too.
Yeah, bless you too. And we will figure out some way to get the technology to work so that we get Robert on next Tuesday night. For those of you that didn't hear, Bonnie Johnson, who's been all over Facebook for years, She's been involved in child trafficking rescues with
Awesome.
different portions of the United States military. Successful ones, from what I understand. She's been a veterans advocate for 12 years, mainly homeless veterans, and a whole lot of other fun stuff. So
Awesome.
please make sure you join Jenn as she. There may be a panel on that one. I'm not sure because there's a lot of people that might want to
Fascinating.
go through you and be able to ask a question. So that one, and then we are working on someone who, from what I read in the information they sent me, was in the military and somehow involved with either the entire Operation Paperclip or parts of it. I'm not really sure. And I had to get a hold of him today and ask him to send me the notes again because I deleted them by mistake. I'm working with trying to get him on. And then, like I say all the time, if you got an idea for a broadcast, let me know, let Jenn know, let somebody know. And we'll plug it into a Tuesday or Thursday because those seem to be the most watched times. Anything you want to say, Jenn?
No, just
Okay.
be vigilant, and if you see something, say something.
Okay.
I kind of stole that from our show earlier, but thank you.
All right, and let's see. Since Randy Rhodes isn't here, I can't fire his parachute, so I'm going to fire yours.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, Jenn. Take care. Jenn Wooddruf, the homeschooling mom. Always love to have her on. William Rayfield, it was a pleasure having you on. Robert Angel Little, I am very sorry we couldn't get the technology to work. We will figure out a way to do it. One option may be to have you call in on your cell phone, and that way we'll mic the phone and get you onto the broadcast. I think William might have the studio able to do that. I don't have a studio able of doing that at this point, but I promise we will figure out something and we will get you on as quickly as we can. Tomorrow morning is Boogie with the Bull Friday morning caffeine. It's Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. So we'll talk about that for a little bit. We will close out the week and look at different things that have happened politically. We always want to plug what's going on over the weekend and get everybody for the weekend, get this weekend started. So 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on the Dave Glovin profile here on Facebook and on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and to all of the haters which wrote in on the Patriots Lab YouTube. If you really want to watch the broadcast, you really want to bring your hate into the live chat, it's fine with me. But go to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel and watch on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel and be involved in the live chat from the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And, I know it's the job of people to come into the live chat and try to get me angry by posting things, but, the comments about Jenn were just rude and not really necessary. And you'd get angry if someone was talking about your wife or your sister or your mom the same way. So, don't. And the comments about me being not being Jewish and or being a Jewish hater, stop. Okay, I'm not, and they're not true. And if you saw me say that I'm a Jewish hater or this and that on another broadcast, it's just BS to try to get me going because I'm a very easy to get going guy. So, be a part of the live chat. Give me a reason when you're on to want to flash your comment on the screen, like Paul Smith saying good show, good night all, or Jane O'Malley, who's watched for a long time. Give me a reason to want to scroll down, and plug you in onto the screen, because I really want to do that. I want the people that are watching to be just as much a part of the broadcast as the people who are sitting behind the anchor desk talking. So this one will probably be a very interesting one. I hope we got a lot of views because we rode the Patriots Lab Network, which got us all over the place on Facebook, all over the place on YouTube. including the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, which we were on. So, like I said, if you watched on Ray's YouTube connections, plug into the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel when we're on Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and occasionally on Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern. Plug in and make the show as exciting as you want, okay? But, keep the comments relative to what we're discussing, okay? There's no need to bait people over, things that aren't true just to try to get a reaction out of us. I don't really care, okay? I've been doing, I spent a good portion of my life in radio broadcasting, and I really didn't care what people said about me because most of it wasn't true anyway, and what was true, I don't really care. I'm confident in who I am and what I do and what I believe, and you don't have to bait me from the live chat. And I'm one of the few hosts that actually enjoys finding something in the live chat and wanting to bring it up onto the screen, like I said, and make someone a part of the broadcast. But when you say stupid things, I don't love Joe Biden. I don't believe that he is as demented as people say he is. I believe he's guilty as sin to some extent. I believe he is aware of everything. And the Democrats don't want him impeached, which means that as long as they own the Senate up until the 2024 election, they're not going to impeach him and make him step down because they don't have anybody that they want to put in the meantime. They don't want Kamala Harris to get a taste of the presidency, even if it's just until the day after the election when President Trump takes over again. So, this is the part of the broadcast where I say you've been watching Boogie with the Bull Thursday Night Live, Boogie with the Bull Thursday Night Live, a copyrighted presentation of the No Budget Broadcasting Company. We own it all. And to everybody on the Patriots Lab Network, even if you were making stupid comments, you're more than welcome to be a part of the broadcast. But like I said, watch on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. That way, if you get too stupid, I can just blank you from the broadcast or from the live chat. I don't really like to do that, okay? But if you're going out of your way to be rude to me or other co-hosts on the broadcast, it's just not worth it, okay? It's just not worth it, okay? Life is too short, Speak your mind on what we're talking about, and if you have an opinion different from ours, please share it and get involved in the conversation, and then maybe one day you'll get lucky enough to be on a broadcast, but I doubt it if you're a pain in the ass in the live chats. Anyway, I'm Dave Glovin. You're not. Thank you for the privilege of letting me abuse your time. And we actually have done a 2.5-hour Boogie with the Bull broadcast. I do apologize to Robert Angel Little for not being able to get him on tonight. We will try to work through the technology and as best as we can get him on possibly next Thursday. We'll have the Boogie with the Bull tentacle team see if there is a way that we can get him onto the broadcast, because he does have a fascinating story to tell about growing up in Romania, then coming to the United States, and even a more fascinating story while he has been here, and he is an author of some books that you might want to read. Anyway, that's all I got to say on that. Do not forget to watch the Bill Muckler Show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on the Bill Muckler profile on Facebook and in the Bill Muckler Show group on Facebook. Please share that broadcast all over, everywhere you can on Facebook, and even take it from Facebook and share it on other places if you can. Don't forget Bill's 2 books, 2020, A Clear Vision for Our Future, and 2020, A Clear Vision for America. The set is $25. Go to 2020americabook.com, 2020americabook.com, and you'll get all the information that you need to order the books. Or you can, again, look at the Bill Muckler profile, and you'll be able to find it there. Look at the Bill Muckler Show group, and you'll be able to find information on them too. So one last hip hip hooray. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Friday morning caffeine is Red Friday edition. Remember everyone deployed on Friday. Wear a red shirt to the broadcast or something red to the broadcast, and we'll all talk about that. And you never know, maybe Bill Muckler, if he's in the area, will drop on in and we'll talk with him for a few minutes. We have kind of left him anytime he wants to do it. He just has to let me know, and we will plug him in. He's a very busy guy, very nice guy, very smart guy, and maybe we will get him on soon. We are looking for guests to bring on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and if you think you're someone that people might want to hear about and question on all kinds of things of interest to us these days, please, all you got to do is message me on Facebook Messenger, and we'll shoot the breeze and figure it out. Anyway, I'm Dave Glovin. You're not. It's 9:30, so I'm unplugging and going to bed. And live well and prosper. Double B's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull broadcast has come to an end. Double B's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull broadcast